Hey y'all, this is Deanna. Welcome to my channel. I am back one last time tonight, still purging fabric, y'all. I've got myself down to 5 little baskets. That's all I'm keeping. So I have quite a bit of stack that I'm going to try to fit in this box. Now, I have already sold lot 2 on my previous video. On lot 1, I still have that one if anybody is interested, and then this will be lot 3. So I added some more fabrics into lot 2 before I taped it up, and I'm going to see if I can add more in lot 1. So what you saw I put in there earlier, I'm going to try to add more. So, and then this one, I'm going to pack this box as full as I can get it. So let's just get going on this one. So this one, this is about probably a half a yard or so. It's beautiful fabric. And I've got some purple. This looks like it could be like a fat quarter, but isn't that gorgeous? This is probably like a fat quarter. This is maybe a fat quarter as well. This is a good yard, maybe yard and a half. This is probably a fat, probably a half a yard in there. This one, probably maybe a half a yard. And this one is probably a quarter of a yard. And that's maybe a fat quarter. This is probably a quarter of a yard. Got some orange, maybe a quarter of a yard there. This is probably more than a yard. It's flannel. Got this one right here. It's probably a half a yard at least. This pretty one, it's a quarter of a yard probably. And keep in mind, some of them have little pins, so if you do purchase these, be careful of some of them that with pins. This right here is like one of the panels that you can make a little quilt out of. So it's a yard or more. And this is what you can put on the back. It's more than a yard. Got this one, it's probably about a quarter of a yard. And this one right here is probably a half yard. Still coming, y'all. It's still coming. Okay, and then I have some purple. It's probably maybe a quarter of a yard. And it's got some bride fabric that might be like a quarter of a yard. And this one right here is maybe a quarter yard, and it's got an extra scrap. Could be usable. Got this one right here, this cars material. It's probably at least a half a yard. And I've got this one right here. It's probably about a half a yard. And got some superhero fabric. I'm not really sure how much is in there, maybe half a yard. Got some little scraps, but I think these are usable. Got some of this one. I actually made a quilt before and a bear out of this one with the cars fabric. And then about a quarter of a yard of that one. And this right here, it's really pretty. Just my granddaughter is too big for this. She's 15, so I will never use it probably. And this is about a half a yard or a quarter of a yard. Another quarter of a yard. I'm trying to pack these the best I can. And that's about a quarter of a yard. Another quarter. This is a lot of fabric, y'all. And this may be like a fat quarter. And this Betty Boop. It's almost there. Got another about probably a quarter of a yard. This is probably at least a half a yard. My grandkids are too big now. Got some frozen fabric. That may be about a quarter of a yard in there. Got some fishies. And this is probably more than a yard. It's got little robots on it. And got this one. It's probably about a half a yard. And this is probably about a quarter of a yard. Got some alphabet fabric. Might be about a half a yard. And this is maybe a quarter of a yard. Good thing these are flat rate boxes. Okay, this is probably about a quarter of a yard. I'm going to fold it, fill in this corner. Another probably quarter yard. Got this one. It might be about a quarter of a yard. And I got some flannel here. That's probably about a half a yard. I might be able to put a little bit more. Okay, got some yellow. About a quarter yard. And this fun fabric's about a quarter of a yard. Got some, this is just a scrap, but I think it's usable. I think it's pretty cute. That might be maybe not even a quarter, it might be less than a quarter, but it could make a pouch or something. And then I think this is all I can fit in this box. I got some bride fabric, and that's probably at least a yard. Okay, y'all, this is lot 3. And just like the others, this is $100 shipped. I will be taking one box to the post office tomorrow, so if you are interested, please send me an email to craftycraftsbydeanna@gmail.com, and I will then also give me your mailing information, and I will then respond to you with my PayPal email. And then once I receive payment, then I'll mark it sold. And then I will, if I can get payment tonight or first thing in the morning, I can get this mailed tomorrow. If it's going to be after tomorrow afternoon, it won't go out until Monday because of the holiday. So anyway, it's a lot of fabric, worth a lot more than what I'm asking. And it's just great fabric, and there's a lot of really good usable pieces in here. A lot of big pieces in here that can be used. And I know that you guys are so creative and you will make great things out of these. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested, please send me an email. Don't just respond below and say you're interested. I need to see an email with your mailing information. And then once I get that, I'll respond to you. And I need to know this as soon as possible, because if not, if I don't hear from everybody like by tomorrow, at the latest Saturday, I probably will be sending this fabric off somewhere else. So I'll have to pull it off and maybe sell it somewhere else. Anyway, if you guys are interested, let me know. Appreciate you so much. And the lot 1 that I've still got here, I've got more fabric over here in this stack, and I'm going to add it to that box. And like I said, I added more to the first box, the lot 2 that I've already sold. So anyway, have a great day. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.